Ambassador Juan, Chairman ng Lino, President Benedicto, APCO Board, APCO officers, awardees, ladies and gentlemen. From Davao del Norte, where we are now having an official function of the House of Representatives, congratulations to the 2024 awardees of the Award for Promoting Philippines-China Understanding, or APPCU. When I signed Presidential Proclamation number 148, establishing June 9 of every year as Philippines-China Friendship Day, I envisioned that people-to-people contacts between our two countries would be led by the private sector. After all, at the end of the day, the government is the body of the country, the people are its heart. Thus, fostering exchanges at the private sector or people-to-people level, as opposed to the government-to-government level, is the natural way to create national ties. The hope for creating people-to-people contacts within our two countries has long been fulfilled by the Association for Philippines-China Understanding. And the award that we are presenting today was put together by APCO, the organization, and the Chinese Embassy in Manila. This year, there are 6 awardees. First, my dear friend, Professor Gavin Lopez, my fellow co-founder of APCO and former president of the Association for Philippines-China Understanding, is a Hall of Fame awardee. Also, Mr. Larry Tan Villarreal is another Hall of Fame awardee. Then we have Cagayan Province Governor Manny Mamba and Mr. Benito Del Chico as Outstanding Contribution awardees. And we have Dr. Lily Tan Lim and Mr. Ching Tam Hua as Major Contribution awardees. They are now part of the roster of APCO awardees that include the last year's names like the former First Lady, Imelda Marcos. Madam Marcos led a diplomatic mission to China in 1974 to open formal ties between Manila and Beijing. 5 years later, in 1979, then U.S. President Jimmy Carter established diplomatic relations with China. That was the culmination of work started in 1971 by another U.S. statesman, Henry Kissinger. Not too long ago, China's economic achievements from its 1978 reform and opening, uplifting more than 800 million people out of poverty, were described by then World Bank President Jim Yong Kim as one of the great stories of human history. And China's remarkable modern day rise was done in partnership with the rest of the world. Indeed, for 40 years, China and the U.S. partnered with the world in peaceful, globalized economic development. Today, as in many times in history, major challenges exist in the world, including those in the South China Sea. I prefer to look at the broad flow of history, Kissinger's or Carter's vision, rather than the temporary ebbs and flows. I take to heart the first major policy statement of our President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in 2022 when he declared the Philippines to be, and I quote, a friend to all, an enemy to none, end quote. Earlier this year, President Marcos said, and quote, we are firm in defending our sovereignty, but at the same time we're also seeking to address these issues with China and all other partners through peaceful consultations as two equal sovereign states. End of quote. Dear friends, the general interest of the country and the emerging issues in the international situation have the common element of peace, global stability, and common development. And our country's officials have agreed that the underlying issues must be resolved through peaceful consultations. Thus, like APCO and all people-to-people organizations and today's awardees especially continue to champion peace, global stability, and global development. Once again, to the awardees, congratulations and thank you.